3, 2, 1, go!
What is the furthest you would consider driving for a 5k race? Well, today I'm going to be travelling nearly 4.5 hours up to the north of England for a 5k race in a place called Barrowford. So it's a little bit of a drive, but I'm going up for a fast, flat, hopefully highly competitive 5k where I aim to run as close to 14:30 as possible. I had my first 5k race of the season 3 weeks ago at the Comeback 5000. It went fairly well, around 14:50 on the track, which was a little bit of a track PB by about 6 seconds. And today I'm up in Barrowford to try and run a little bit quicker and to get closer to that 14:30 goal that I've sort of set myself before I transition back to the marathon. I woke up this morning sort of questioning my life choices as to why I'm going to be sat in the car for 4.5 hours on a lovely sunny day here in the UK. I'll take you along for the ride. I'm looking forward to this one. My training over the last sort of 3 weeks since the previous 5k on the track has gone really well. I've consistently hit about 150 to 160 kilometers a week, and I'm excited to put the training to the test. So it's currently 10:08 in the morning, and my plan was to leave at 10 o'clock, so I'm already a little bit behind, but my race isn't till 5:15 p.m. So I've got a little bit of time to work with. I don't want to drive continuously for 4.5 hours, but I thought I'd just quickly talk you through the race kit today. I'm going to be wearing the Puma Fast R3. I wore these for London Marathon. Unfortunately, the race itself didn't go so well. I've been using them across my training and they still feel absolutely incredible. So I want to give them another chance today over the 5k, where I think they're going to be a little bit more suited to me personally for the shorter distances because they're super lightweight. And yeah, in my training, 5k pace has been feeling pretty good. In terms of socks, I'll be wearing some socks from a company called Shoe. They match the shoe as close as I could possibly find, and I've got a little 10% discount if you want to grab some of my favourite socks. In terms of singlet, I'm going to go for stick with the blue theme. I think a nice Soar singlet, super breathable. I think the weather in the UK today is quite warm, and then I've gone for the classic half tights again from Soar Running. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The plan of attack in terms of pacing is to sort of start at 2:55 per kilometre, which is PB pace for me, and yeah, see if I can hang on to that and get as close to 14:30 as possible. I'd like to see myself somewhere between 14:30 and 14:50, which is my first race of the season, just to see if I can progress a little bit on from there. Yeah, I'm just going to get my a few other bits together, and then I'll hit the road up to Barrowford. Woohoo! So I'm only going for the one night. I'm also going to be staying with a friend of mine, Gabriel, Mr. Gibster Runs, and yeah, somehow managed to pack a whole suitcase full of clothes. But yes, almost ready to hit the road with far too much stuff, but you can never be too prepared.
One eternity later.
I just made it up to Barrowford. It took me 5 hours in total. It's now just gone 3:30. Stopped for a wee and a coffee break to get some more petrol. I was intending to stop a little bit more, but I was late getting up, and then there was a bit of traffic on the way, which meant it took me about an hour longer than I expected. And yeah, to be honest with you, I feel absolutely shattered after that, but I've got about an hour and a half roughly to perk myself up before the race. Just arrived and seen the circuit. It's a completely flat loop. I think it's just over a 1k, and it is a little bit windy, but thankfully this circuit seems to be quite well sheltered. I guess I should probably explain a little bit as to why I am down here, or up here in Barrowford. Basically, when I was out in Kenya, there was a group of maybe 4 or 5 of us that looked at this race. They were guys more from this side of the country, and we all basically signed up to the podium 5k, which was due to be held here due to some unforeseen circumstances. They emailed us, said the podium event is cancelled, but they're putting on a replacement event, which is part of the local Grand Prix series. So it's not quite the same event. I think there's about 35 guys in my race, which is the sub 16 race. Hopefully some quick low 14 guys as well to chase around. So I basically came up here to do the race with a few of my friends that I met out in Kenya. Gabriel being one of them. Yeah, we'll see what we can do out on the windy course. Oh, so when I left home, it was beautiful sunny weather. So I did the classic, didn't bring a jumper or a rain jacket or anything like that, just shorts and a t-shirt. So I've got the old cardi on. But yeah, I'm just gonna go pick up my number. Seems to be a little bit of a hustle and bustle going on. I think there's some kids races that go off before the adult 5k races. I'm just going to try and find where I've got to pick my number up and then yeah, get stuck in. So it turns out I was a little bit on the eager side. Apparently the race entry for the seniors hasn't opened yet in terms of picking up your bib, so I need to wait a little bit. But yeah, some kids races are going on first. This is the course. It's a very nice flat course with 2 corners at either end, nice sweeping bends, so yeah, should be pretty fast. But unfortunately, I don't know if you can see on camera, but it started to rain a little bit, so I'm going to head back to the car. I think I've only spent 5 hours in there today, why not another 10-15 minutes until I can get my number. This is proper grassroots stuff. There we go, number 7, Dad's lucky number. It's Father's Day tomorrow, so maybe that's a lucky omen. Tell you what, the weather conditions out there aren't too pretty at the moment. It's started raining a bit, but I'm sure it'll be all right. I'm just gonna get my number on my bib. Here it is, number 7. Maybe I have to do a little tactical fold there. Accidental, should we say, because I'm hashtag Team Pro Direct. I think originally this race was gonna be pretty stacked with top level runners, but unfortunately because it's no longer a podium event, it's just part of this local Grand Prix series now, Pendle and Burnley Grand Prix. So I think there's like 6 or 7 races in the local running scene, and this just happens to be one of them. So there's no crazy athletes going to be here today, I wouldn't have thought, because I've also heard that unfortunately the time you run doesn't necessarily go on power of 10 because it's not a UKA certified race or something like that. So hopefully if I do run a PB, it's not a crazy PB that I can never beat again, because it won't be visible on my power of 10. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know that until yesterday, until one of my mates let me know. If I had known that, I probably wouldn't have made the trek up here, to be honest with you. But I've kind of come to get a good fast race in, and also see some of my friends who live up this way in the country. So yeah, it won't be a wasted trip, that's for sure. How wonky is that? It's nearly an hour to go now, so I need to get a bit of a jiffy on, otherwise I'm going to be late. I'm just about to go and start my warm-up. I don't know how much race footage I'll actually get tonight, because I'm here solo. Usually I have the luxury of having Meg with me, but yeah, just little old me, and I don't really fancy having a camera on my head. I find for the 5k, it's such an intense sort of race that you've got to get right from the gun, that any distraction like a camera on my head can often throw me off a little bit. So if I want to have a good race, then I have to prioritise the actual race itself right over the content side of things. So maybe I'll find someone to give this camera to before the race, maybe not, but I'll let you know how it goes. Press this record, and when it's recording, the numbers are showing. So we're just out for a little bit of a warm-up. Mr. Gabriel and another guy called Kev, I believe. Yeah, run a few laps of the course, shake out the travel, and then it'll be time to get cracking. There's nothing quite like a little venture into the bush before a race. Just gonna have a wee and then get to the start line, because I've only got 20 minutes to go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that was tough.
14:54, just under. Not quite what I hoped for, but super windy out there. But yeah, managed to rally for second place as well.
Whew. Hey Ben, nice to see you,
mate.
pal. Love your content,
Oh,
good
thank
channel,
you.
pal. Well done,
Appreciate
bud.
it.
Good running.
Cheers, thank you. There we go. Hope with some prize money as well. Some vouchers, I think. Thanks for filming, mate. So I'm here with Mayank. After a successful PB quest, we trained out in a 10. How was that compared to the dirt roads of Kenya?
It's much easier.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I mean, it was a windy day today, but it's still way easier than 2,400 meters.
Definitely.
See that one?
And what was your finishing time?
15:50.
15:50.
Yeah. 11-second PB.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Smashed it on those conditions as well. Hopefully there's a bit more in the tank.
Hopefully a bit more this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done to you too as well.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Let's go check in with the other Kenyan. Excuse me, Gibbs Saranj, do you mind doing a post-race debrief?
Yeah, sure.
How was that for you, mate?
Oh, they are heinous. That's actually disgusting distance. Yeah, I mean, it was. You can't really ask for much quicker in terms of the track, but it was a bit windy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all that hit out. I got an unofficial PB,
Nice.
15:20. Don't know if I actually got that or not. but
Solid.
Yeah, I mean, I went off way too quick. I was kind of hoping for. I was kind of just hoping I could claw into the 15 train and
Yeah.
hold on, but I did, and then I got kicked off pretty early, and I was a long way from home. But yeah, no, happy, PB.
Good battle.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
2 PBs for the Kenya boys. Unfortunately, I wasn't.
Kenya was not a holiday training camp.
Exactly, yeah.
After London, it was
Successful
very much
training
a
camp.
holiday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get the PB, but managed to rally for a second place finish, so I will take that. I think I went off maybe a little bit hot in the first K. The third K was horrendous, and then once I got through that, I sort of found my legs a little bit again, but I think my first K was probably 250. I didn't actually look at the splits as I was running until I was like 4K in, and I looked and it said 307, so there's definitely a slow K in there, but I mean I broke the 15-minute barrier, so there must have been some quick ones as well. But yeah, all in all, a good race. I'd say a B performance from me. Not quite into the A&A stars today, but yeah, gave it my best and came away with second place. Thank you very much. Well done, chaps. So, some bonus content. It's now the day after the 5K race, and I stayed up in Manchester with Mr. Gibster. Had a lovely evening in, just the one pint at the pub after a good race last night, and we're off for a long run this morning with no other than Philly Bling Blong. Philly Bowden also lives this way, so I thought I would get a long run in with her before making the 4-hour drive back this afternoon. So yeah, should be a nice route apparently, so to the long run. And I'm back home. Bloody long way to go for a 5K, I tell you that. But yeah, had a lovely weekend up in Manchester. Managed to meet up with Gabriel, Philly, and another content creator called Dan. We went for lunch after the long run, which I didn't film. But it was lovely to catch up with people that kind of do the same thing as you. There's not too many of us in the running and cycling content space that do this full time and are privileged enough to do it full time, but it's also really nice to speak with people who are doing the same thing. We can share and bounce ideas off each other. So yeah, it was nice to see those guys. The 5K race itself wasn't quite as competitive as I was hoping, and I was quite a way off the 14:30 goal. I think that 14:30 is going to come maybe closer to August time. I've basically got another 4 5K races between now and the end of August. So the next one will be in Battersea Park. I'm doing the Top Flight Series race, which is on Wednesday evening. I think it starts at 6:30. It's on the 25th of June, if anyone wants to come and see. But I reckon there's at least 14:40, 14:35 in the legs at the moment. But obviously you've got to go and put it on the results sheet. So yeah, I'm going to give it another crack in just over a week's time. But again, thanks for watching. I recently set up a Patreon if anyone's interested in supporting me over there. It just helps with the production of videos like today. And I'm also putting up some extra content at least once per week where I do a bit of an update on my training. There's Q&As, and there's also a chatting sort of service where you can basically send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible with any questions that you may or may not have. But yeah,
check that out if you want to. You can also become a free member. But until next time, aspire to run, run to inspire, and we'll see you again soon.